Good afternoon. This is Jarvis Payne, and I'm here to present our project on Mid-South Rooftop Gardens. So here you see your typical everyday rooftop. Pretty dull, pretty standard, nothing done to it, just rotting away, waiting and hoping for repair. You'd be surprised how many roofs are like this. The quote stated is, potential garden sites exist all across the Mid-South in the form of empty rooftops. This is your homes, your companies, your condos. Typically, 90% of the buildings you see have this unattractive top. But the golden question is, why waste this space when it can be put to good use? Just take a look at this. We start from this plain, dull, unattractive, no one would want to come to it. Then you have this, draws a lot of attention, possibly get you more residents. So many benefits that I will elaborate on later on, but we're just going to focus on the visual. It just looks better. It looks more welcome. It looks more calm. It just looks like somewhere you would want to be if you had to be there. There are many benefits to having a rooftop garden. Just to state a few, aesthetically pleasing, the temperature control, that is very important in hot summers depending on where you live. That will help you with your utility rates as well. Habitat for wildlife. Some people do store wildlife, birds, squirrels, animals, all of that if you're into that thing. It's a great source of food as well. A lot of people like to grow their fruits, their vegetables, who are adapted to the vegan life. I do particularly know a lot of people who have started to do this, so it's definitely a thing. And also urban retreat. It's just a good place to hang out. Some may have a pool, some may have jacuzzi or anything like that, or entertain company. All of these are different avenues you can go when acquiring a rooftop garden. Potential solutions, I'm going to read it. Create a cheaper solution for rooftop gardens. By creating a way for people to afford a rooftop garden, it would allow communities to accept crops that are not affected by herbicides and pesticides, and would allow more people to experience growing their own fruits and vegetables. Again, this will save you a lot of money in the long run, having to go to the grocery store, having to wait in lines. It will require you to get your hands dirty and you will have to learn, but the longevity in the long run it's very beneficial to save money, and then it's 10 times healthy to avoid the steroids and all this other stuff that they put to preserve fruit once it's grown from a farm and going to the store and into your homes. To create commercial rooftop gardens, this will be accessible to people that live near commercial buildings such as a hospital, a museum, or school. This would allow people to purchase the produce that is harvested from the garden and volunteer to maintain the garden. Again, that's a route you can go as well. Me personally, I would want to do it for myself if I had the option. I'm a person that likes gardening, getting my hands dirty. I'm also a person that likes to be financially stable. So again, this is a benefit of saving money. As well as the pros that I've stated, there are cons. Allow me to read both of them. The pros: have a personal community garden. Save money by growing produce rather than buying at the store. Share knowledge and experience to children is something you can do. Produce more oxygen for the environment. The greenery does do that. Donate food that is harvested to those in need. Yes, shelters, homeless people. It's endless. The cons: cost to produce a rooftop garden that is functionally and aesthetically pleasing. It does cost. Again, it will save you money on keeping your house cool utility wise, but the water and all the stuff that you would need to maintain will increase. So it's kind of a win-lose situation. It limits the space on rooftops. Yes, so if you do acquire the empty space, if you want to do something, it will be now limited because you will have all of the things that you need to keep it successfully and functionally running. The climate control. Yes, now you will have to keep things covered because too much sun can dry plants out, too much water can kill them, snow, all of this. So you would have to pay extra money to control the climate. The maintenance of the plant's instructions that goes again into the climate control and everything, from the feeding to the temperature to the upkeep and all this, it will get costly. So what saves you money also costs you money. It's almost like an investment into a stock. You never know which way it's going to go. The chosen solution. The solution is to produce a cheaper alternative to rooftop gardens. Cheaper for communities to build or purchase an all-in-one package that has everything that they need to have a rooftop garden. Then all target markets will be more likely to buy into the idea of a rooftop garden. By lowering the cost, then apartment complexes are more likely to purchase the gardens that have them installed so that the residents can grow crops. City officials are also more likely to have them installed on rooftop in schools and museums if it is more cost effective and food could be harvested to feed children at the schools or go to the food bank. This I totally agree. But I'm also going to come from the different angle as well. While this is the route I want to go, we live in a time to where people want convenience. So this will save money. This is a healthier route. This is the easier route. We live in a time to where people just want to click an app and say, hey, it's coming to you. We bring it to you. Now, I would say let's create a marketing plan to grow, and then we can market out and sell it out that way to provide the convenience that it possibly gets you more customers. But here's our start. Here we have our partners in collaboration. As you see, we have the luxurious landscape design and installation and urban landscape, two companies that specialize in this for those who are interested and would like more. The value collaborators provide to the project. They're sharing their expertise on projects, objectives, missions, and goals. It allows for more experience and ideas to come together and problem solve. Past experience can serve as a helping hand to the project. The value of projects bring to the collaborators. It helps problem solve, bring people and companies closer together, helps people learn from one another. It opens a new channel of communication, boosts morale across companies, makes more efficient workers. The target market for these mid-sized roof gardens is commercial and agriculture. This market segment will utilize rooftop garden spaces for the purpose of growing flowers and vegetables. Potential consumers include apartment buildings, condos, schools, supermarkets, youth centers, correctional facilities, restaurants, neighborhood pools, anything. If there's a rooftop that's empty, that's a potential client. Again, it's so beneficial. Again, I would say most businesses will benefit on the utility side, but again, you will have to deal with the upkeep. The resources needed. The first thing that is needed is a rooftop garden is a structural engineer. You can't just go throw it on there and say, hey, we're going to start it. No, you need a professional to come in and look at the aesthetics of it to make sure that it can function. You have everything you need. When choosing a container, you will want to either use plastic, fiberglass, or foam planting containers. These help with the different climates and everything that you're going to endure. A successful and always ready water supply. You will need water. We know that plants need sun and water to live. Soil and fertilizer. You definitely need a good supply of that to make sure that you're successful in this as well. In conclusion, and after tedious research, I hope that you found our presentation insightful, informative on our rooftop gardens, and I'm here to answer any of your following questions. I do want to elaborate that I did talk about the pros and cons, but we just want to focus in on how we say we have this, we have such as just the visual of it. It's more inviting. It's someplace you would want to be. If you say, hey, I want to go on the rooftop and enjoy me a nice drink, it's more relaxing, and it's somewhere that you want to be versus a dirty rooftop that you want to go and take a cigarette break. A lot of companies, not only the mid-south but up north, are adapting to this, and this has become the new thing. I do hope that our presentation has swayed you and been insightful in some kind of way. And I also thank you for your time in a great semester. Thank you.